What if everything you believed about the strongest muscle in the human body was wrong? Most people immediately think of the biceps, the chest, or maybe the legs. But science tells a completely different story. Today, we're going inside the human body with realistic 3D anatomy to reveal which muscle is truly the strongest, why it matters, and how understanding it can completely change the way you train forever. Stay until the end, because the final answer surprises almost everyone. Before we reveal the answer, we need to understand something important. What does strongest actually mean? Is it the muscle that can lift the most weight? The muscle that creates the greatest force? The muscle that works the longest without getting tired? These are completely different definitions. That's why this question has confused scientists, doctors, and athletes for decades. Some muscles are incredibly powerful. Others can contract thousands of times every single day without stopping. And some muscles generate enormous force despite being surprisingly small. So before choosing the strongest muscle, we first have to understand how muscles actually produce force. Every movement begins with tiny muscle fibers. When your brain sends an electrical signal, millions of microscopic fibers contract together. The more fibers recruited, the greater the force your body can produce. But force alone doesn't tell the whole story. Size doesn't always equal strength. In fact, some of the strongest muscles in your body are not the biggest ones at all. Let's start with one of the biggest myths in fitness. Bigger muscles do not automatically mean stronger muscles. Your chest may look massive. Your arms may fill your sleeves. But appearance can be incredibly misleading. Imagine two engines. One is huge, the other is smaller. Yet the smaller engine produces more power. That's exactly how the human body works. Some muscles are built for explosive force, others are designed for endurance, and a few are capable of doing both remarkably well. Let's start with one of the biggest myths in fitness. Bigger muscles do not automatically mean stronger muscles. Your chest may look massive. Your arms may fill your sleeves. But appearance can be incredibly misleading. Imagine two engines. One is huge, the other is smaller. Yet the smaller engine produces more power. That's exactly how the human body works. Some muscles are built for explosive force, others are designed for endurance, and a few are capable of doing both remarkably well.
What if I told you? There isn't just one correct answer. It all depends on how you define the word strongest. Let's put the biggest contenders head to head. Contestant number 1, the masseter. This small muscle sits on the side of your jaw. It doesn't look impressive. In fact, most people never think about it. But pound for pound, it's one of the strongest muscles in the entire human body. Every time you bite into food, the masseter can generate an incredible amount of force for its size. It's a reminder that size isn't everything. Contestant number 2, the heart. Now, let's talk about the hardest working muscle in your body, your heart. It beats around 100,000 times every single day, more than 35 million times every year. And over a lifetime, it may beat more than 3 billion times. It never takes a vacation. It never sleeps. It never asks for a break. From your very first breath to your very last, it keeps working. If endurance defines strength, the heart is almost impossible to beat. Contestant number 3, the gluteus maximus. But if we're talking about explosive power, the gluteus maximus becomes a serious contender. Every sprint, every jump, every heavy deadlift, every powerful squat depends on this muscle. It's the engine behind athletic performance. Yet millions of people spend years training without ever learning how to activate it properly. The big twist, which muscle is truly the strongest? The answer depends on the question you're asking. The masseter produces extraordinary force relative to its size. The heart wins in endurance and non-stop performance. The gluteus maximus dominates explosive athletic power. And that's exactly why there's no single universal champion. The human body isn't built around one best muscle. It's built around teamwork. Transition to Chapter 4. But here's something even more surprising. Even if you have incredibly strong muscles, they can still perform far below their true potential. And the reason isn't your muscles, it's your brain. Let's see why. Here's something that surprises even experienced lifters. Your muscles don't decide how strong you are. Your brain does. Every movement begins inside your nervous system. Before a single muscle fiber contracts, your brain sends an electrical signal through your spinal cord and into your muscles. Without that signal, your strongest muscle is completely useless. Imagine owning a supercar, but only pressing the gas pedal halfway. That's exactly what happens in your body. Most people never use their muscles to their full potential. Not because they're weak, but because their nervous system limits how much force they can produce. Your brain is constantly trying to protect you. If it believes a movement is unsafe, it automatically reduces muscle activation. This built-in safety system helps prevent serious injuries. But it also means you may never experience your true strength. Progressive overload. So how do elite athletes become stronger? They don't just build bigger muscles, they train their nervous system. Every controlled repetition, every perfectly executed lift, every increase in weight teaches the brain that it's safe to produce more force. Over time, your brain becomes more confident. It recruits more muscle fibers, and suddenly, the same weight feels lighter. Why technique matters. This is why technique is everything. Perfect form doesn't just protect your joints. It helps your brain activate the correct muscles. Bad technique confuses your nervous system. Good technique builds efficient movement patterns. That's why two people lifting the same weight can get completely different results. The hidden secret. Here's the secret most people never hear. Muscle growth starts in the gym, but real progress happens during recovery. While you sleep, your body repairs damaged muscle fibers. It makes them thicker, stronger, better prepared for the next workout. Skip recovery, and you slow down the entire process. Transition to final chapter. So now you know, strength isn't just about muscle size. It's about anatomy, your nervous system, recovery, and intelligent training. But if you want to become stronger than 99% of people, there are 5 simple habits you need to follow. Let's finish with the most important lessons from today's video. So, after everything we've learned today, what's the biggest lesson? The strongest body isn't always the biggest body, and the strongest person in the gym isn't always the one lifting the heaviest weight. Real strength is built through consistency. It's built through patience. And it's built through understanding how your body actually works. Rule number 1. Train with perfect technique before adding more weight. Every repetition teaches your brain how to move. Practice bad technique, and you become better at lifting the wrong way. Practice perfect technique, and every workout becomes more effective. Rule number 2. Control every repetition. Don't rush. Don't throw the weight. The lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase. More control means more muscle tension. More muscle tension means better muscle growth. Rule number 3. Recovery is part of training. Sleep enough. Eat enough protein. Stay hydrated. Because muscles don't grow while you're training. They grow while you're recovering. Rule number 4. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Your body, your genetics, your progress are completely unique. The only person you should be stronger than is yesterday's version of yourself. Final message: the human body is one of the most incredible machines ever created. More than 600 muscles working together every second, every movement, every heartbeat, every breath, without you even thinking about it. And the more you understand your body, the better you can train it. Stronger, smarter, and safer. If you enjoyed discovering the science behind the strongest muscles in the human body, make sure to subscribe. Every week, we explore the human body with realistic 3D anatomy, breaking down the science of muscle growth, exercise technique, and performance in a way you've never seen before. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.